This is the Daily Roundup on the EAC Cambodia channel. A very good evening to you. I'm Andrew Barnes-Roberts. Making headlines tonight. Cambodia's vaccine drive reaches Siem Reap, raising hopes of a tourism revival later this year. The Council of Ministers meets to discuss the country's new investment law aimed at making investment easier as well as more flexible. And Miss Universe Cambodia hopefuls hard at work studying for December's competition. A massive sigh of relief in Templetown. Cambodia's hugely impressive vaccination drive has finally reached Siem Reap province, with the first shots going into arms on Friday. Siem Reap has become the country's 15th province to begin inoculating its residents, and it is a significant step forward. The provincial capital is seen as the key to unlocking a possible restart of international tourism later this year. The pandemic has decimated the sector in what is the jewel in Cambodia's tourism crown. The lights of Pub Street have been dark for months. The temples of Angkor eerily quiet. Over 80% of Siem Reap's hotels and restaurants have closed down in the past year. Many of the sector's workers have relocated to Phnom Penh. Former hotel staff are now making a living driving tuk-tuks in the capital. But with vaccinations come hope that Siem Reap will be teeming with fully vaccinated tourists before the end of the year. And not just Siem Reap. Phnom Penh has completed its vaccination drive. Health Ministry spokesperson Dr. Or Van Dien says 99.2% of the capital's residents have had at least one dose of vaccine. Over 75% of the city is fully vaccinated. It is hoped Phnom Penh will see a full reopening in the coming weeks, but that's going to depend on everyone playing their part and adhering to the ministry's preventative measures, even those who have been inoculated. Cambodia's Council of Ministers met online on Friday to discuss the kingdom's new investment law. The virtual meeting was chaired by Prime Minister Hun Sen, who says peace and stability are a priority if Cambodia is to attract more foreign investment. The draft law, the text for which has now been approved, aims to make it easier for investors in the kingdom with incentives for certain sectors and a higher degree of flexibility. EAC News reporter Reo Soko has the details.
The country's new investment law was first mooted back in 2015 as part of the royal government's Cambodian Industrial Development Policy document. Minister attached to the Prime Minister, Mr. Pai Sipan, says consultations have been held with representatives of the private sector and other stakeholders. He says the draft law on investment is designed to create an open, transparent, and predictable legal framework that attracts and promotes investment, both foreign and domestic. It's also being designed to be flexible with special incentives for specific sectors and those investments which contribute to national development. During Friday's meeting, Prime Minister Hun Sen said the law gives investors easy access to investing in the country. Critical to this, he says, is an environment of peace and stability that makes Cambodia an attractive prospect for potential investors, regardless of what he called the international situation in the field of trade politics. According to the Council for the Development of Cambodia, the first half of 2021 saw nearly $3 billion in investment across 87 projects that are creating over 50,000 jobs. The kingdom's biggest investors hail from China, South Korea, Vietnam, Japan, and Singapore. Rhea Soko, EAC News.
Yet another day in Cambodia with almost 1,000 new COVID-19 cases. The Ministry of Health reporting 988 in the past 24 hours, as well as 30 deaths, one of the highest daily death tolls this week. Of the 988 new cases, 199 are imported. Once again, the ministry is not releasing nationalities, but these are thought to be returning migrant workers from Thailand. The new cases push Cambodia's total case count to almost 60,000 at 59,045. The 30 new deaths take the total death toll to 855. A whopping 897 patients have been discharged since Thursday, though. meaning that since the pandemic reached Cambodia at the beginning of 2020, a total of 50,917 people have recovered from COVID-19 infection. If you've got your annual visa extension coming up, best you take note. Gone are the days that a letter from your employer and registration on the FPCS app were enough. There's now a stack of other paperwork you need to take with you when applying. Passport, check. Current visa, check. Letter confirming employment, check. But you also now need a stamped copy of your employer's tax patent. A screenshot of your registration on the Foreigner Presence in Cambodia system is also now not enough. You need an actual printout from your landlord showing the full registration. There's also a new form to complete, asking you for all the information that's already in your passport, visa, and the FPSC app. Oh, and for good measure, yet another passport photograph. The good news is that the fees are still the same, and the processing time remains 5 to 10 working days. After the break, Alessio Mizzoni talks sport and lifestyle. EAC News fully supports the Royal Government of Cambodia's preventative and administrative measures against COVID-19. But we need you to play your part in helping bring the 20 February community transmission event to an end. Wash your hands regularly, sanitize wherever possible. Keep an eye on your body temperature. Use the Stop COVID QR code and maintain a safe social distance. But above all, please, 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 wear a mask. Only together can we beat COVID-19. EART's Cambodia's audience is growing. Our YouTube channel now has 150,000 verified subscribers. To mark the milestone, we've received the Silver Creator Award from YouTube, given to channels with over 100,000 subscribers. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki says the award celebrates EART's Cambodia's hard work and incredible achievement. She says not only has EART's Cambodia brought a unique voice and style to the world, but has also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. The next milestone we're going for is 1 million subscribers, and we'd really like that Gold Creator Award. So if you're not already a subscriber, head to www.youtube.com/EARTsCambodia. Subscribers get all the latest breaking news and updates from Cambodia in English. We'll see you there. If it's happening and you need to know about it, you'll get it all right here. EAC News brings you updates and breaking news in English across all of EART's Cambodia's platforms and channels. YouTube, Facebook, Telegram, Twitter, and our website, www.eartscambodia.com. Join me, Andrew Barnes-Roberts, and the rest of the EAC News team every day on your favorite channels. EAC News, Cambodia made clear.
Welcome back to the Daily Roundup. You just have 2 more sleeps before the biggest day in football since the 2018 World Cup. On Sunday night, Monday morning here in Cambodia, England will take on Italy in the final of Euro 2020. The atmosphere is electric and football supporters in Cambodia are busy getting organized to enjoy the big game. If you are in Phnom Penh and want to enjoy the final in good company, there are few places that will be streaming the match live. Score Bar on Street 282 has been hugely popular during the tournament with its big screens. They told EAC News that they are going to have a special promotion with seafood and a Corona beer for $5. In the same part of town, Duplex Bar is promising to quench your thirst with $1 beer all night long. In London, where the final is going to take place, over 60,000 fans are expected at Wembley Stadium. The Euro 2020 decider is sold out, but fans have been trying to buy tickets through resale websites. Prices have skyrocketed, going up from the original $95 to over $4,000 when England reached the final. Kickoff, local time, is 2 a.m. on Monday. The most beautiful women in the kingdom are all hard at work preparing for Miss Universe Cambodia 2021. The competition will be staged in December, with a winner to represent Cambodia at Miss Universe International next year. Cambodia's reigning beauty queen is Sarita Ret, and judging by her example, the competition isn't just about a pretty face. This year sees the 5th edition of Miss Universe Cambodia, and there's already plenty of excitement on social media, with supporters beginning to gather around their favorites. While one might think that it is all a bit frivolous, there is more to this beauty pageant than meets the eye. Contestants have to demonstrate different skills, so months of training goes in. Not just the gym, but also in the studio. 2020 winner Sarita performed the Khmer martial art Bokator on stage. She represented Cambodia at Miss Universe International in Hollywood in May, and told EAC News that she's now enjoying a well-deserved holiday. EAC News also spoke to one of this year's hopefuls, Son Sinet, who told us that the dream is to be a good example for Cambodia's women. She's not short on talent. Apart from cooking and dancing, she's also a boxer and a personal trainer, who's planning to perform the traditional Khmer dance Robam Chum Po on stage in December. Stay with us now for tomorrow's weather.
Thank you for watching the Daily Roundup here on the EARTS Cambodia channel. You'll get more breaking news and updates on our website. Head to www.e-artscambodia.com. You can also subscribe to our Telegram channel, EAC News. More from the EAC News team in the weekly Roundup tomorrow night at 8. I'll see you then.